If you would like to draw a comic for your project, Google Slides is actually a fairly nice option. To begin, you'll want to start with a blank slide, and then I would recommend adding a background. If you go to Insert and then Image, here I'm choosing the store of water where I want to start my story. My story is going to start in the ocean, so I'm going to add a background that shows the ocean. Next, any good comic has a character. In this case, my character is going to be a drop of water. So I search for water drop cartoons. First time it doesn't work, but again, Insert, Image, search for the internet. This time I have more luck. One tip is to include the word transparent in your search so that you don't get backgrounds. Now if you get an image where there's a lot of extra room, you can crop it to shrink down the size of that box around the image. It makes navigating a little bit easier as you work on your comic. You can also do things like resize your image. And for my comic, I want the water drop facing the other way, so I can go to Format Options, Size and Rotation, and flip my water drop. That looks better. Then you can move your character into any spot. And I think a handy tool is to click the shapes and then callouts. In comic books, the characters are always speaking, and in this case I want my water drop to help explain my project. I'm going to think how this character might speak, so I can use a little bit more of a dialogue. This first slide sets up my story. Then I can right-click and hit Duplicate Slide. By duplicating the slide, I reduce a lot of the work so that I don't have to redo things more than once. In the second slide, I'm deciding that I want the sun to beam down on my character, so I'm using arrows and images from the internet, in addition to the call-out shape. In this case, you can see that the sun is causing my character's molecules to speed up. I duplicate the slide again, and I can continue my story, remembering that my story has to include the stores of water, in this case the ocean, how the water moves, here I'm also showing evaporation, and then why water moves. In my comic so far, I've explained that the sun has added energy, and so I'm hitting all those requirements. From there, it's just being thoughtful about adding shapes, arrows, callouts to build your story, showing, in this case, the journey of a water molecule or water drop through the water cycle.